Hello, and welcome back to Collectibles with Chris. And more importantly, welcome to episode 1 of a series that I'm going to be calling Figuratively Speaking. It's basically just going to be me sitting in front of the camera talking about WWE action figures and, updates on the channel, the pick fed, and, what's going to happen, stuff like that. If there's any new figures that I have, and kind of just I don't know, just going to be a little bit randomness, a little bit of just kind of everywhere. So it'll be different every week. There's not really going to be much of a format to these episodes, I guess, other than I'm going to try to get these out every week. So we get like one a week, and it's going to be on the weekend. I don't know, Saturday or Sunday, which day it's going to be. It might change every week. I don't know. But you'll get it the weekend before. And one thing I do for sure, or I am for sure going to do, is like a little sneak peek. I'll kind of tell you, like, hey, these are the unboxing videos for the week. So I guess that way you kind of know like what to look forward to, or if you're like, I don't want to watch that video. You don't have to. That's fine. So, and then other than that, maybe you'll get a little bit of extra unboxings or other stuff here and there. So, like I said, I'm not really sure exactly what the format for these videos are, but it's mainly just going to be me sitting in front of the camera talking about wrestling figures, like I've already said. So, quit repeating myself for the millionth time. Sorry. And that's another thing. These videos are just going to be one long cut, no editing, no anything like that. So you're going to get all the bloopers and all the me stumbling over my words, which happens a lot. So you'll get used to it. I'm used to it. I live with it. But alrighty, well, I guess let's go ahead and jump right into this. And like I said, I am going to do some unboxings today. I got 3 unboxings. So if you stick around, this is going to be a long video, but if you do stick around to the end, there will be some unboxings if that's what you're here for. If not, I guess stick around for the sneak peek. But I'm going to do some series reviews. I have 2 Build-A-Figures. I got Golga from Monday Night Wars, and I got William Regal from SummerSlam. Both of those the most recent. Well, I guess the Monday Night Wars, not the most recent, because there's one that just came out like a week or 2 ago or something like that. This is the one earlier from this year, which is the Golga. But I do have both of those lines completed, as you can see, me having both Build-A-Figures. So I'll show you those figures. We'll talk about those lines. Other than that, like I said, I got some sneak peek stuff. Got some unboxings. I got another. I am going to show off the Bloodline. I have quite a few members of the Bloodline. I'll show off what I have so far. There's a few that I'm missing, but we'll get into that as well. And as far as unboxings on these Saturday and Sunday, figuratively speaking, episodes, they're not going to be like the big, big name, or I don't want to say big names. They might be. There's some big names, probably. Well, there is today, but anyways. But they're more so just going to be like, if I buy a figure and I don't really like, I don't think I can make a whole video of it, or I don't really want to make a whole video of it, because it's like an alternate uniform, so to speak. Like 2 I have, for instance, the Netflix Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's just him in jeans and t-shirt, so like it's not him in his wrestling gear. It's kind of just him chilling. This is a cool one because it came with a cooler and all this. So, like I said, this is one that I don't think I could make a full video of, really. So, I mean, I could, but he's not in his wrestling gear. It's just, so stuff like that. You'll probably get those kind of. I think I'll save those for or those unboxings for this video. And like another example of that would be like my Seth Rollins I have that's in a suit. Like I'm not going to use it for my pick fed. He's just going to kind of be in the crowd. So figures like that, they'll probably be safe for this video. But like I said, they're still cool. They still deserve their place. So we're going to give them their time. So sorry, I have so much stuff in front of me right now. So I'm just trying to keep track of everything. But alrighty, well, I got that I'll talk about. So I guess let's go ahead and let's do the series view. All right, so like I said, not the most recent, but I guess the one that came out earlier this year. That Monday Night War, the Monday Night War series. Walmart, I believe they're Walmart exclusives. I might be wrong about that. I believe they are. But here is the Golga Build-A-Figure that comes with that. But more importantly, like I said, it's really not a bad Build-A-Figure. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the Build-A-Figures because you got a wobbly leg and it's the Muhammad Ali legs. So they're just, like I said, this is more just, it looks cool. That's about it. So sorry, Golga. I love you, but your figure's not the best. But anyways, that series is a very good series. So let's go ahead and dive into that. First one, we have Sandman, or as in this iteration, Hardcore Hack. So there we go. We have him. I'm going to kind of keep these brief. Like I said, I'm not going to make like full big figure review and all that. If I do that, we'll be here all day. So boom. There is Hardcore Hack from that series. He does come with barbed wire, which is really cool. I will show that off. I will take the time to do that though. I'll grab that barbed wire. Get that out of there. The barbed wire is cool because it's like kind of malleable, or it's very, not kind of malleable, it's very malleable. But yeah, you can kind of like wrap it around stuff. So if you want to wrap it around weapons or stuff like that, and you get a pretty good amount of it too. So he does come with that, which is awesome. Who else is in that series? British Bulldog is in that series. Pretty good looking British Bulldog figure. Yes, if you ask me. Or if I do say so myself. Sorry. One thing I do like, his legs are, these are so smooth. Like, ooh. Yes. Yeah, I know he's got the pin joints, so of course they're very good, but as far as the pin joints go, these are probably the best legs. I think there might be a couple that are close that I have, but these are very good. Anyways, next up, my favorite. This Kane. Kane was one. He was one of my guys back in the day. I would say Kane, Booker T, Eddie Guerrero, Jeff Hardy. Oh, if I had to choose a fifth. I'm not sure. Maybe Rey Mysterio from back in the day. But anyways, those are kind of my favorites from back in the day. So it is very cool that they had a Kane in this series, and it is a good Kane. Let's see, I have another. He's back. He's oh, right there, right next to King Booker. But it's one of the old ones that just have the old legs that only go forward and back. They don't, you know, no ball joints. So, but yes, very excited to have a cane, and it's a cool. More specifically, I wanted one with the mask. So, because that was the cane that I was a fan during the time when the unmasking happened, but for the most part, I remember Kane with the mask. So always like that. And we have Booker T. I love Booker T. Booker T was another one of my favorites back in the day. I guess that would be my number 5. Yeah, Booker T. So, and it's cool because as you saw in that video from maybe like a month or so ago, we have King Booker as well. So it's awesome. Harlem Heat, and say if you watch that video, you've already seen this figure, but for those of you that haven't, there it is. All right, so that is kind of a wrap on that series. I'll be honest, I can't remember who comes with what, but there is your Monday Night War series. Not, like I said, not the most recent, but second to most recent. There we go. Get all those together, and you get Golga. And I like these Build-A-Figures because it's cool because, they're easy to just, pop apart and interchange and stuff like that. And you can, use the head sculpt for something else. So, alrighty, what do we have next? Oh, speaking of Monday Night War, I did want to show off Sting. This is the only AEW figure I have. And I like Sting. I'll say that. We were talking about Monday Night Wars, so obviously Sting, known for his time in WCW. So, and this is a cool. I believe this is. I don't know. This is one of the like pay-per-view exclusive, or pay-per-view. Maybe this was a Target exclusive figure, but anyways, it's a pretty. It's your standard Sting figure. All black outfit. He did come with a chair, which was really cool. I will show that off real quick, actually. I apologize if my mic scratches when it rubs across my shirt. I apologize. Oh shoot, I broke it. It's over. It's done. They'll never let me in the store again. I broke it. Am I doing this the wrong way? I am. No? Anyways, I keep breaking. I'm not going to worry about it, but yeah. Sorry for that little delay there. It was me being dumb. Better review that. And it does not want to focus. But yeah, came with this little chair. It was cool. AEW Revolution, March 3rd, 2024. Alrighty, next line. Oh, could not forget this guy. This was a cool one. Let's say, I can't remember. This was from Elite Series. I don't know, 116, 115, something like that. I don't know. It was not like horribly recent, but more recent. But yeah, Scott Steiner. I about said Rick. I about screwed up. No, Scott Steiner. Big Papa Pump. He said, I still, every once in a while, if I need a good laugh, I will go watch the Steiner Math promo. I'm sure, I know y'all have seen Steiner Math, but if you have not seen Steiner Math, go check it out. It's hilarious. Anyway, so that's all them. There's them. All right, now we're going to move on to the SummerSlam line. Not, I said one, or yes, it was the most recent one. Yes, so this is the SummerSlam line that came out more recently, which was the William Regal Build-A-Figure. So there is your Build-A-Figure for this series. I guess I'll just show that off first before we get to the line. It's always nice to have the Build-A-Figures, especially the ones in the suit. It's kind of cool because you can just kind of pop the head off and make anybody a GM, I guess, as long as the skin tones match, if you care about that. So, up to you. But in the most recent SummerSlam, we have Shawn Michaels, who may or may not be making another appearance today. Maybe in the unboxing section. Stick around. Anyways. Good old Shawn Michaels here. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the gear just because of the jeans and, you know, the cowboy boots. And granted, I understand he wrestled in that. Like, I'm not... It was his gear. It was his wrestling gear, but it's just like, it's aesthetically, it's not my favorite as far as wrestling gear goes. It is cool because, like I said, because he does have the chaps and all that, so that is pretty cool. And the little vest and, you know, lots of accessories with Mr. Michaels on this one. So, like I said, it's always cool to get those extra stuff. That way you can kind of put it with everybody. I'll say that for, I'll say that for next time. And then we have, of course, Miss Charlotte Flair here. I always like adding to my women's collection, even though I'm not the... I wasn't the biggest fan of her, but of course, you know, now that she's with Alexa Bliss and all that, it's, you know, the character's been more appealing to me. So, and of course, you know, her in-ring talents, you know, it's remarkable. She's great. You know, greatness runs in her blood, literally. Woo. Anyways, sorry. I do like how realistic they get it with, you know, the accents on the... It'll never focus that good, so all right. But good old Charlotte Flair here. Boom. Charlotte Flair. Next up, Triple H. Here is a Triple H figure from that series. He does not come, I don't think he comes with the knee brace. I'm pretty sure he does not come with the knee brace. I think I hijacked that off of one of my Stone Cold figures and put that on there. So, but still, good looking Triple H. You know, good articulation on these. Like I said, all of these are pretty good articulation wise. All right, and last but not least of that series, which will lead into the next little quick review. I'm just gonna kind of show them off. But yeah, Mr. Roman Reigns, our tribal chief. Acknowledge him, please. Anyway, good old Roman. I do like how he's got, the glove and all that. Let's show off the shoes. Bronson Reed has not gotten these yet. So, figured I'd show him while he still has them. Alrighty. And I'm going to get a drink here in a second. But anyways, speaking of Roman Reigns, I am going to show off my little Bloodline collection. And say this isn't the current iteration of the Bloodline. It's more so just Bloodline across the years and other family members as well. So, of course, got to start off with The Rock. So, here's my Rock figures. So I'm going to be kind of quick with this just because it's just more so just something I want to show off. So, there's my other Roman. Pretty cool. Like I said, it's nice to have I do kind of like having like a I don't want to say street gear, but you know what I'm saying, like street clothes. Yeah, that's what I'm looking. Like a street clothes version, and then a wrestling gear version of a certain wrestler, just because like that way I can use these for like promos and stuff on my pick fed, and obviously for in ring. So it's nice to have that little variety. And so speaking of the pick fed, so as I've been mentioning, got Drew and Cody going on. I'm gonna try to put the slideshow together sometime this weekend and do all that. So look out for that as well. Like I said, I know I'm kind of like scatterbrained, like all over the place right now, but like I said, that's kind of the point of these videos. It's just, me, I don't edit much, or I don't really edit at all. But these are all just gonna be one shots. So like I said, it's all gonna be kind of craziness. So I don't really intend on these videos making a ton of views. It's more so like for my dedicated followers that actually do watch all of my videos and interact and like and comment and subscribe, which if you're not liking and commenting and subscribing, you should do that. Please. But anyways, like I said, these videos are going to be for them because you're going to get the sneak peeks and, see the stuff that you aren't going to see in your normal Monday and Thursday unboxing videos. This is just kind of the little extra behind the scenes and just kind of, like I said, give you my thoughts on everything and action figures and wrestling and just talk to y'all. And like I said, y'all got thoughts? Put them in the comments. Comment back. Like I will definitely respond. I have like 15 subscribers right now, so I'm gonna respond to you. Don't worry. But anyways, Rock, Roman. I got both the Usos. I did today at Walmart see the new Ultimate J and the Ultimate Jimmy as well. I didn't pick them up, either of them, just because I know, or as far as I know, Jay has another Ultimate coming out in like an all white gear, and I'm gonna wait for that one because that one's pretty cool. And as far as Jimmy goes, I already got the Elite, so articulation wise, we're already set up. And so this Jay's he's just a basic. He's just got the single joints, but still poses good and does what he needs to do. So, but yeah, Jimmy and Jay. We got Solo Sokoa. You saw that unboxing video already. One unboxing video you did not see because I didn't make one for him. Sorry. Tonga Loa. I did see Tama Tonga at Walmart today. I did not pick it up just because I don't think I need every member of the bloodline. But I think, if I'm being honest, I think that's the only one I'm missing. As far as, well, Naomi as well, technically. I do not have Naomi, but I also have Jacob Fatu, as you saw the video. But if you haven't seen the video, Jacob Fatu. Alrighty. Well, I got, looks like, let's get my bearings straight here. Talk about those. I got both of the series talked about. You saw the build of figures. You saw the bloodline. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go grab something real quick. Alright. Sorry about that. My throat was super dry. Alrighty. Well, speaking of Walmart and all that, I guess we'll get to the sneak peek portion of everything. So, you saw it in the thumbnail. We found the collector's edition invisible John Cena figure. I was kind of mad because, like, there's no figure in there. Like, I just bought a box. But it is what it is. I mean, I was, $25 for a box. But, oh well. I mean, I guess since it's just the box, I guess there's really no reason for me to open it since there's nothing in there. So, I don't know. I'll just put it on the shelf, put it in the closet, and kind of forget about it. And maybe in 20 years, somebody will want to buy an empty box. So, I don't know. No, well, I do have the empty box. I saw a lot of people online are really wanting this empty box. It is collector's edition. I guess that's cool. I don't know what's collector about an empty box, but I got plenty of empty boxes, but oh well. So I did get the collector's edition empty box John Cena no figure. So woohoo! Go me. Cool. Empty box. But I also, other than the empty box, I found it. This as well. The John Cena. I think this is a Walmart exclusive. I heard it was. So, got this one. Like I said, it's the Walmart exclusive John Cena. Basically like the farewell tour and all that. They had a few of them. I thought about buying more than one. Same with the other one, the invisible figure. I thought about buying more than one, but I don't know. I'm just not really like. I'm not a mint on card kind of guy. Like I don't need a mint on card one. I get some people. It's they want to resell it, and like I said, maybe I'll resell the empty box at some point. But I don't really. I'd rather get the figure out and actually use it and do what it was meant to be. So I just want to play with it. No, but like I said, I'm a mint on card guy. Like I said I will for that one just because I know that's collector's edition and all that. And this is a really cool box, so don't get me wrong. Whenever I do take this off or take this out, because I am gonna unbox this. But when I do that, I will keep the box just because it's a cool box. It's different, and maybe if somewhere down the line you know, they still have them, and I see it. I might buy another one, but if I don't, it's not really the end of the world. Just because I don't, you know, I know some people are like, oh, I gotta have mint on card stuff, and like the only ones that I have mint on card are those two right there, and I just do that, you know, for the aesthetics of having the little stands up there for, you know, Seth and Hulk and, you know, stuff like that. You know, if those change and, you know, I don't have Seth, or if I don't have Hulk, you know, then I'll guess I'll add to my mint on card collection. But until then, it's not. Yeah, I'm not that kind of collector. I buy them to take them out and use them and do all that and have fun. Alrighty. Another little Walmart find. Also, I guess this is kind of the sneak peek. This will be Monday's episode. So if you are wondering what the upcoming episodes are, I forgot to add that. Yeah, we're doing sneak peeks. Yeah, this will be Monday's episode. Don't ask me. I'm not going to worry about what number it is. But let's say I'm going to release this video this weekend. So the following Monday, I think that'll be the 25th, August 25th. So August 25th video. And then following Thursday, we have I found it. The Target exclusive Shawn Michaels Ultimate. The DX that matches the Triple H that came out. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know if it was years or months or whenever, but they had previously released a Triple H basically to match this Shawn Michaels. So, a little preview. I'm not going to show you too much, because you can wait till the video. So, that'll be next Thursday's video. And I don't know when. I'm going to try to keep the sneak peeks to, you know, just that week, because this isn't going to be a weekly thing. And the videos aren't going to be all this long. This looks like this is going to end up being like a 45-minute video or something, but they are not all going to be this long. Hopefully, most of them will be 20 to 30 minutes tops. But anyways, since the first one, I'm going to show this off as well. I finally found an Eddie Guerrero. Eddie was one of my, as I said earlier in the video, he was one of my guys growing up. So I'm very, very excited. Yes, and this is also, as I was saying earlier, the Booker T, Kane, British Bulldog, Hardcore Hack. That was the previous Monday Night Wars, like Walmart exclusive series, and this is part of the new one. I'll give you a little quick one. Eddie, Triple H, Shawn, Bam Bam Bigelow. I won't get all these. Let's say I may or may not have one of these. It's not the Triple H though, because the Triple H one, it's him in jeans. It's like it's like an alternate uniform or alternate outfit, which is cool. It looks good, but you know, I wasn't really too big into it, so. Put those I got so much stuff here. I'm just trying to make room right now. So, you got the sneak peek of what's coming up. Now, let's go ahead and do my unboxings. I told you I was going to do some unboxings. Like I said, I apologize for the thumbnail. I know John Cena's on there, but he ain't getting unboxed today. I'm sorry. Monday. But we were talking about the bloodline. We're adding to it again. We got Nia Jax. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Nia Jax. I mainly bought it for the crown because I got the King Booker. Now I got hers. So we got the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring crowns. So that's cool. Let's go and pop this out. So these are going to be quick unboxings. I'm not going to do like super in-depth reviews. Like, oh, look at everything. It's basically pull them out. Here's a figure. Yeah, move on. So, these are just more for fun and talk to the camera and let's go for it. It is cool though for an elite to get that second head sculpt because I do prefer that head sculpt, or oh, sorry, for that one. So she does come with pointer fingers, mic holding hands, and a pair of fists as well. So. Hey, there we go. Get that head sculpt out. Pretty good looking head sculpt. Not bad. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, there is the crown. Put that back on her. And we got Nia Jax. Like I said, always nice to add to the women's division, so this is kind of a twofold to get to add to my women's division and the bloodline as well. So let's go. Yeah, I just set her right there. I'll do that later. Alrighty, next up on the unboxings. So we got 3 today, so you are in for a treat. I dropped him. We got Ron Simmons, the first ever African American heavyweight champion. If I can get that glare out of there, we can get a good picture. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's not an unboxing and a review and all that, and I'm just here to unbox. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm so used to doing the unboxings that I want to sit there, oh, gotta get the right view and all that, but that's not what these videos are about. They're relaxed, they're chill. It's mainly about just talking about wrestling figures and stuff I like and what I don't like. And like I said, this video is more of a update on the channel. And like I said, I showed you off the 2 different lines and the Build-A-Figure and all that. And like I said, it's kind of just hanging out and talking about figures. I think next video I'm definitely gonna not plan to do as much. So, because like I said, this is gonna be a long video. So, but that's okay. Like I said, if you sit through it, thank you so much. If you didn't, I don't blame you. But this might be one of those kind of videos where you just put it in the background and just go. Put it on while you're vacuuming or mowing the yard or something like that. But like I said, the others will definitely be condensed. But Mr. Simmons comes with mic holding hands and a pair of fists. So, I don't know why I tried to take him out before I pop these out. Oh, a little thing around his waist. Ooh, I like that. He's got, oh yeah. Oh yeah. These are like the British Bulldog legs. I'm gonna call them the Ron Simmons legs now. Yeah, no, that's. Ooh. I know I said this isn't a review, nor was I gonna take too much time reviewing these, but man, that's smooth. That's good. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be used quite a bit in the pig fed, probably. 'Cause yeah, that's. Oh yeah, not a decent ab crunch. But yeah, very good. Very good figure right there. Very good articulation. That's what I meant. And I do like it's kind of cool. It has a comes with headband, and I love the purple and white. Yeah, purple and white's like one of my favorite color schemes. So that's so awesome. And like I said, I know he was the. Let me turn the same hand. No, okay, sorry. He was the first African American world heavyweight champion. You get the WCW heavyweight championship with him. So to commemorate that, I figured he was the first WW. Well, maybe during his time. I don't know. He was before my time. I'll shut up because I don't want to. I don't want to misspeak and not be respectful of his legacy and what he accomplished. So I don't want to misspeak. So I just know he was first African American heavyweight champion. He comes with the WCW heavyweight championship. Very cool figure. Very, very cool. It's a great articulation. I am very happy about this. This is a really good figure. Go ahead and stand over there by now. Oh, come on. Come on, Ron. Come on, Ron. Stand up. It's like that Ludacris song. Stand up. What? Okay, now I want to stand up. Do that. I want to do that later. We can speed up this video. And all right, well, a good way to end this video is with Shawn Michaels from the new Monday Night War series. As you saw earlier in the video, I do have that Eddie. I told you the Triple H was like a jeans and jacket one. I don't think I'll get that just because I don't necessarily need an alternate outfit. Triple H. I get enough of that enough of that for other people, and plus I got I'm not that far in my pick fed where I'm doing those kind of promos. I did see the Bam Bam Bigelow today as well, so I almost bought that, but I didn't. So I just got Shawn and Eddie from this series. Oh, he comes with sunglasses. Oh no, that's for. Are those? Yeah, the sunglasses are for Vincent. Yeah, because this comes with the Vincent Build-A-Head, or Build-A-Figure, the Vincent head for the Build-A-Figure. So, and sunglasses. So that's dope. Put that stuff there. He comes with, looks like fist hands, mic holding or mic and/or weapon holding hands, and then the open palm hands. So that's what you get with Sean. As far as the accessories, the different or the exchangeable hands, and yeah, I cannot get that out. Jesus. Come on. There we go. Oof. And he does also come with the old school European Championship. I say, which is awesome. You know me, I'm a belt hound. It's basically, if you come with a belt, if you have a belt, I'm probably gonna buy your action figure. So I don't care if it's a new belt, old belt, retired belt, current belt, gimmick belt. I like all the belts. So, alright, give you a quick little look. There we go. Let's see, it's in black and silver gear. Yeah. It probably won't focus. It's being difficult today. But yeah, I got Heartbreak Kid across the back. Yeah, pretty good looking figure. And say decent ab crunch and all that. Like I said, it's your standard elite articulation. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. Like I said, this isn't really a review video and all that. So. So y'all just getting some unboxings as a little extra, little thank you, because I appreciate you guys watching the channel. So I figured those that do watch the channel and actually stuck around and watched a video like this instead of just the regular unboxing videos, I figured I'd give you a little bit extra. So you got a Nia Jax unboxing and Ron Simmons, Shawn Michaels, and all that. I'll pop his hands off and I'll put the mic and/or weapon holding hands because those are my favorite. They're just the most versatile. I know I've said that before. I'll probably say it 4,000 or 5,000 more times. But alright. Oh, he's got those hands. Ah! Sorry. That was really corny and dumb, but it's 2:30 in the morning, so I can do stuff like that. I'm tired. Give me a break. Alrighty. Well, that's kind of about it. Let's see, I think that'll wrap up this episode, or episode 1 of Figuratively Speaking. I know it was kind of a mess. I was kind of jumping all over the place and talking about this and talking about that and then talking about this, and then there'd be a 2-minute pause. And then, oh, what's he talking about now? So, I don't know. I like this format. I think this is a fun little idea just to kind of sit here and talk about wrestling figures. And I think Like I said, I think I did too much this episode. I really did. So I think I'm going to kind of maybe condense the amount of stuff down. Maybe instead of doing, talking about two different lines and the bloodline, just talk about one line. Then next week, talk about another line. Then the week after that, talk about the bloodline. Like, stretch the content out just because, that way I can actually spend a little bit more time talking about the figures. Because I don't really think I did a whole lot of that. I just kind of showed it to you and like, here's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like. But I don't know. We got stuff to work on, but I'm okay with that because, something to work towards. But like I said, don't forget this Monday, the 25th, is your John Cena video. Then that Thursday, or this upcoming Thursday, will be Shawn Michaels Ultimate. Those will be full-length videos just dedicated to those figures. So that's what you got to look forward to this upcoming week. And like I said, I'm going to do another one of these next weekend. And kind of, like I said, I got a week, so I'll figure something, or I'll figure out how to condense it and make it more. Because I think this episode was a lot of quantity over quality, and I never really want to be that kind of channel. I'd much rather make one or two one or two decent to good videos a week than make a video every single week and all of them not be that good. Like, I don't want to put out content for content's sake. So, like I said, I know the format I want to do for this video, so I think we're kind of there, but this will be kind of one of those funny videos to, once we get like kind of way down the line, to look back and be like, oh, look at how you started, and then you'll see how you did going. So I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I've been sitting here for 52 minutes and 30 seconds. So you have listened to me talk for that long. And if you actually did all that and listened to me talk for that long, thank you. Because I know kind of this last half of the video, I'd say my mouth's been real dry, so it's been kind of hard to keep it going, but okay, that's the whole point of these videos. That's another fun little thing with these videos, is going to be the no editing, so you're going to see it all. So, well, alrighty, I'm going to go make me a little snack, watch some YouTube, and go to bed. Alrighty, y'all have a great weekend. I will see you Monday with the John Cena video. Bye.